Well, it's supposed to be a trip of a lifetime, but now it's the subject of a few civil lawsuits and could become the basis for a criminal case.
A large group of seniors from Whippany Park, New Jersey High School paid for a 10-day trip to Italy, but they never made it onto that plane because those tickets weren't purchased. Tonight, you're going to hear their story as they fight to figure out where's their money.
We're a very hard-working community, and we all pitch in and help each other. And for this to happen to all of us, it's just horrible.
It was supposed to be the trip of a lifetime. At least that's how it was billed.
We were really excited, to say the least.
We've been planning it since our freshman year.
35 seniors from Whippany Park High School were gearing up for a class trip to Italy.
Not for nothing, like, you only get one senior year, so it's kind of like our last time together as a class.
One last hurrah before college with their Italian teacher, Mr. Mike Grillo, as one of their guides.
Taking the passport, scanning the passport, no ticket. Next, no ticket. No ticket for you.
It was anything but.
It'll never be the same again. They'll never be on the same schedule again, at home at the same time.
What transpired was either a wild misunderstanding caused by the group's travel agent, Rose Fazzolari of Syosset, Long Island, working under exclusively yours worldwide travel, or some are raising the specter of fraud.
I'm sure everyone has scrimped to put this trip together for their children to have a good time. And I told my son, we're not having a graduation party, and you're not getting the presents. This is your gift.
Had I given him that money, you know, maybe he could have taken that to college. He doesn't have that either.
Like senior classes before them, the Jewels of Italy was scheduled for June 26th through July the 5th. First stop was Rome with a tour of the Vatican, then on to beautiful Sorrento and the Amalfi Coast, ending in Sicily, in Catania and Taormina. Planning began months ago, and while the parents tell Fox 5 they saw red flags along the way, things really unraveled the day the kids were leaving for Italy.
We're in the car driving to the airport, and my son gets an email from Mr. Grillo, the Italian teacher, saying, "Our flight has been delayed. Please don't proceed to the airport."
So what's going through your mind?
Quickly pull up the United Airline app on my telephone. I see that the flight is on time. So I send a text to all the participants. I think we should head to the airport.
The group claims they didn't have a confirmation number, only their flight number. They were told they would receive their tickets at check-in.
I was one of the last people to get there. There was mass confusion. We couldn't understand. What I had heard was that not everybody was ticketed on the flight. And that was a major concern because these are 18-year-old children. They're traveling as a group to a foreign country for the first time without parental supervision. And the last thing we wanted to do was potentially have them split into multiple flights.
I was nervous. A lot of people were freaking out because they were like, how do we pick and choose who goes and who doesn't?
It was an exercise in futility. The kids didn't make it to Italy because, as everyone later learned, the tickets were never purchased, despite each family shelling out roughly $4,000.
It was $4,245. And that was a little bit more than everybody else paid, or at least more than some people paid, because I signed up one day late.
My mom told me that I had to help pay some of it, so for my paychecks from work, she would take a certain amount of money out and put it into like an account.
I was begging my mom. She said she'll pay the $4,000, but then I had to pay for my spending money, so I had to get another job for me to work.
Conservative estimates put the Whippany Park Group at roughly $140,000 paid out to exclusively yours worldwide travel, Rose Fazzolari, her maiden name, Rose Martinez, and other travel companies that she works with. They have the receipts, the Venmo transactions, the text messages, the emails, the phone calls.
The girls had their hair done, their nails done, got a new outfits.
Unpacking that luggage was one of the saddest things we ever had to do.
Unpacking. That United flight left Newark Airport bound for Italy with a lot of empty seats. How do I know that? Because mixed in that large group was a family of travelers. A parent and child had what the travel agent called vouchers from a trip that was canceled at the height of COVID. So they were told they could tag along. They showed up here, they boarded a flight to Italy, all while the 2023 group looked on in disbelief. The family has asked for privacy, but they shared documentation detailing their trip. Of all of the issues we combed through, the greatest was this. Remember that original itinerary? There was a stop in Sicily. When the group showed up at the airport with their confirmation number that they say they were given by Rose, they were told it was invalid. They were turned away with a stern warning from police. Their reservations were, quote, flagged as fraud. They ended their trip paying out of pocket for some hotels, transportation, and other expenses, including their flight home, which alone cost the group approximately an additional 20 grand. To date, all of the families have attempted to acquire refunds from Rose. They were told it's coming. Their payment would be in 90 days. The check was literally in the mail. Some even told us they were told by Rose that when she books another trip, they would be made whole.
I had a public post out there on Facebook, and because of that post, other individuals have reached out to me and shared their stories. Some individuals have shared very specific information about our story, and she was using our story to say, once I get their money, I will pay you back.
I think this has been her MO the whole time, robbing Peter to pay Paul, and everything always just lays out really nicely. I think with COVID, she just got caught up.
After hearing from the families and seeing the civil lawsuits they filed attempting to get their money back, we reached out to Rose and her attorney, Randy Zellen. Over the phone, Randy told us it was all a misunderstanding. Then he sent us this letter, calling it the result of human error, saying Rose is in tremendous pain over what happened and has dedicated herself to making this right. Law enforcement in both New York and New Jersey are looking at this case to determine if a crime occurred. In addition to the Whippany Park group, other travelers have reached out and shared similar stories. I'm told so far some families have received partial payments, but no one has received their full amount.
And in speaking with both the Morris County Prosecutor's Office and the Nassau County DA's Office, they tell us if anybody believes that they are a victim of a crime relating to this case or any others, you should reach out and you should file a complaint.
So disappointing for those kids.